Hello, I'm Piggy, this is Piggy Power. Today, quick guide just to show you how to test your starter motor. You'll need a multimeter. You can pick these up for between £5 and £500. I suggest for most automotive work somewhere in the lower region of that. This cost me about £20 something, I think, but a £5 one will do this job nicely. You need it set to voltage, and it's worth checking your battery first. I've got another video about that, but check your battery is healthy, which, very healthy, it's brand new, so that's good. For the next bit I'm going to show you the starter motor, which is buried down there. So for you at home, if your starter motor, you don't know where it is, that's the first thing you need to check where it is. It's obviously in different places on vehicles, but it's usually, or I think pretty much every time, is bolted to the bell housing. So the connection between your engine here and your gearbox, which could be the other way around on some vehicles, your starter motor is usually at the front or the back of the engine, bolted to the bell housing or the start of the gearbox, the round large part. So identify where that is, find access to it. You may need to take a couple of bits of wiring out the way, or maybe even just pull a pipe out the way, just like this, to get a bit of access, and then we'll get to the next part of this video. So with your multimeter set to volts, at a range of somewhere between 0 and 20, might be 0 and 50, 0 and 100 on yours, but somewhere in that range. Have your negative on the negative of the battery, or a good earth point. Have your positive, or red, and we're going to try the big terminal first. That's normally got a larger bolt on it. This one is a 13. We're going to place it firmly on there, check the reading. And we should, and we do, have battery voltage. If you're not sure what that volts is, check your battery first. I've got another video for that. So check how many volts your battery is. This should be the same reading all the time, whether the key is in ignition or not. However, the other wire that goes to your starter, so you'll have two wires going to your starter 99.9% of the time. You have a big fat one, we've measured that, that's got battery voltage. The other one should be currently reading nothing, which it is. What you'll need to do now is get a friend to go and turn the key. They turn the key to the start position, so that's beyond ignition 2, like you're going to start the engine, and you do not get any volts at this point here. You've also got a problem with your wiring or your ignition system. If you do get 12 volts at the smaller terminal, the smaller wire, sometimes it's a plug that goes on here. If you do get 12 volts or battery voltage when you turn the key, then your starter is defunct or needs repair. It's often not normally the motors, but the solenoid on the top here, with which actually this voltage here opens the solenoid basically and allows the 12 volts here to engage with the starter motor. It is worth checking with a resistance check. You do have an earth on the casing of the starter motor, or more likely anywhere nearby, so on the bell housing of the gearbox. So you set your multimeter to resistance or continuity check, and then you put your negative terminal on the negative of the battery, and your positive here, you put it on somewhere around the starter motor. The casing is ideal position if you can get a clean contact, or near the bell housing where it's bolted, and check you have a good earth. If you've got a bad earth, investigate your earths, your negative terminals from the battery to the body. If it's good, then move on to testing other things. So just a quick review. This large terminal going to your starter motor should have the same volts as your battery. The smaller terminal should have 12 volts or battery voltage when you turn the ignition to the start position. If both of those check out to be okay, then your starter motor is the likely fault for your vehicle not starting. Please subscribe and like the video, and see my other videos for useful tips and tricks for repairing your vehicles, maintaining them and modifying them. That sounded very professional. Ha! That's so not me. Oink oink! Thanks for watching. Bye!